of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throwing now is Geno. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Penny, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They go play action with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game?
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Off of play action, here's Smith rolling to his left. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawks touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. 43 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and a yard. Now they'll run it again with Petty. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside handoff, Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Geno now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Give him 32 on the play.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, 41 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Smith, his throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, it's Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second and 5. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Now Gino. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the 50, it's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On 2nd down, it's Walker. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run. And they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Noah Fant from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. There he goes left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 76 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Penny up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Again, that's Watkins. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Hey, bro, you don't mind muting your mic with that music, do you?
The line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Hey, bro, you don't mind muting your mic, do you?
Rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Over the middle here to Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A handoff to Penny. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards.
Hey, bro, you don't mind muting your mic, do you? Bro. Hey. Man, I know this dude hear me. Bro. People do this to because there you go. I had to send it to him in a group thing. Nigga, mute your mic.
Second and one, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Penny. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's a give to Penny. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. Smith.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here's Smith. Gets this to Fant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Smith's going to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, do you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's 1st and 10. Smith to throw. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete